My name is Bola. One thing we like to do at the Elevation Church is to give you simple solutions to questions. So whatever questions you have, from the mundane to the really hard-hitting, hard-biting questions, feel free to send them our way and we'll do our best to give you simple solutions that make life work smoothly. So you never learned how to cook, who cares? The great thing about cooking as a life skill is that it's never too late to learn. Accepted, it may seem like, oh, I wish I learned it earlier, but believe me, once you begin to learn the rudiments of it, you can then add on many other layers. So let's start with the basics. I think there are 3 options available to you if you've never learned how to cook. 1, pay someone to teach you. There are lots of tutors I find on the internet, online. If you just Google cooking tutors, there's some that specialize in African meals, some specialize in international cuisine. There's a wide range of options available to you, so make use of the internet. It is your friend. One in particular that I really like is Dooney's Kitchen. That's Dooney with a OONEY, dooneyskitchen.com. Brilliant. Now the second option open to you is get creative. I learned this one recently from a training I went on, and the woman who spoke at this training was from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria, and she was married to an Igbo man, a different tribe in Nigeria as well, and she soon realized that she couldn't cook the meals from his tribe even though he really liked them. So what she did was to go across her house to a local restaurant, we call them bukas here, to a woman who specialized in those Igbo tribe meals. And by the time she introduced herself and explained that she was a Yoruba woman married to an Igbo man and she wanted to learn how to cook his meals, the woman was so welcoming and so happy to take her in. And within a space of about a week or 2, the woman had her go through all the meal preparation methods with her workers and even with herself. And after a 2-week period, she was an expert, just like that. Now, granted, she had some basic skills before she started, but I'm sure this would work even if you're starting from ground zero. Now, the third option I would prescribe for you if you've never learned how to cook is start with the simple things, all right? Don't immediately get into the kitchen and decide, oh, today I'm going to create a masterpiece in the kitchen. Don't go for efori roll, obe, legusi, those are popular Nigerian foods, but you need a little bit of skill. So go for the simple things. Fry an egg. And when that works for you, it gives you some confidence to then approach something a bit more complex or complicated. Okay, now for the person who says, I absolutely hate to cook, can I encourage you this afternoon to say that it is a very necessary life skill. It's something you need to learn to do for yourself so that you're not at every restaurant's mercy or you're simply unable to do simple things for yourself. Whether or not you love to cook or you enjoy cooking, it's something you need to learn to do, okay? If you're someone that does not like to cook, it's important to understand these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses. It's important for you, for example, not to marry someone who wants a fresh pot of soup made every day and wants increasingly complex meals prepared, okay? So this is very important to know about yourself. Wisdom is profitable to direct. So in the choice of making a choice for a life partner, it's important to have this information, to know exactly what are your strengths and weaknesses. You may never, I won't promise you that you will ever love cooking or enjoy cooking every day, but you should know how to cook and you should be willing to cook when you need to. Should I tell my intended that I do not like to cook or that I cannot cook? Girl, if you do not tell him, you're setting yourself up for major disappointment. And I'll just go back to the simple scripture in Amos 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together unless they agree? You need to be able to speak with your intended and help him understand exactly where you are on this subject. When he understands where you are and when you understand where he is on the subject, you're both then able to chart a way forward. Okay, the important thing is to be open and to talk about it. If having a well-cooked home meal is very important to him, then it tells you, it gives you the opportunity to go back and think about it and ask, okay, how much energy am I willing to invest in developing myself in this area? And then if you speak with him about it and he's really not so particular, then hey, you have it made, isn't it? So I hope I've been helpful and have answered some of your questions on this subject. I hope they have been easy to follow and easy to adapt. But if you have any other questions in this area or on any woman type issues, feel free to send us your questions at the Women's Ministry of the Elevation Church. Send your emails to jules@elevationg.org and subscribe to this channel, all right? Send in your questions and we'll be more than happy to answer them.